Nasrudin's advice to his neighbor. Once a neighbor came to Nasrudin with his problem and lamented, "I am really troubled. I have a small house and it's getting difficult to feed my family consisting of my wife, 3 kids and mother with me in that small house. You are wise man. Do you have any advice for me?" Nasrudin replied, "Yes, I can help you, but first tell me, do you have any chicken in your yards?" Neighbor replied, "Yes, there are 10 chickens." Nasrudin asked his neighbor to put them in his house. Hearing this, neighbor replied, "But, I just told you that our house is already cramped." Nasrudin still asked him to keep all those chicken in the house. Desperate to find a solution, man followed Nasrudin's advice. Next day neighbor again came to Nasrudin and said, "Things got worse with chickens in house. Because of this, family is getting more troubled living in that house." Nasrudin said, "You have a donkey, right? Now take that donkey of yours and keep him there in the house." Neighbor objected, but Nasrudin somehow convinced him to do it. Next day neighbor again came to Nasrudin even more distressed and said, "Now, my home is even more crowded. With all these animals in the house there is not even any place to move." Nasrudin questioned, "Do you have any other animal in your yard?" Neighbor replied, "Yes, we have a goat." Nasrudin advised him to take that goat also in that small house. This time neighbor refused to do so, but even this time Nasrudin convinced him to put even goat in that house. Next day neighbor came back to Nasrudin and exclaimed, "Everyone in family is really upset with me. Everyone is complaining of lack of space. Whatever you said to do is making our life more miserable." This time Nasrudin said, "Don't worry, everything will be fine. Now take all the animal outside your house and keep them in yard." Neighbor did as advised. Next day he dropped by Nasrudin and remarked, "Nasrudin, your plan worked like charm. Now with all those animals out of house, it feels more spacious and all of us can't help but being pleased and uncomplaining about space in house. Am very thankful to you for all the help." Moral: we should learn to manage with resources we have.